Hi. Hey, Jasper. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Or while I do that, that word bereshit, or barashit, or however you pronounce it. I've been meaning to look up the pronunciation of Hebrew words, and I apologize that I have not done that yet. But truth actually starts with E in the Hebrew. It doesn't start with T, because you don't know the truth until you get to the end. It doesn't start with T, because you don't know the truth until you get to the end. Cards for the, of course I lost connection, because this is important. It was only by chance that I laid down the Hierophant for the Tau, because it doesn't actually line up with the Tau. It's the Hey. And I kept getting those mixed up. But of course he's holding the triple Tau. And like we were saying yesterday, there's lots of reasons why he can be in this position. Actually, everything up to now is lots and lots and lots of reasons why he can be put in this position. But in all of them, he has been lifted up. In all of them, he has been lifted up, or he has lifted himself up. It has not been that God has raised him. In all of them, he has lifted himself up. We may or may not discuss that. I don't know. I'm not sure why I brought it up. It truly should be the emperor. But the emperor was, if he had to fight this guy, these guys are actually not part of our, I guess we could put them together, really. And the chariot, because he just pledged yesterday. So the character before the Tau, woo, that was a mouthful, is the Yod. It's basically a Y kind of turned off to its side. It corresponds with the Wheel of Fortune card, which is the number 10. Before that, why not? Because Hebrew is backwards. We have the Empress, the Shin, starting the fate, but it's shaped like this. I mean, it's positioned like this, but that's white, right? But it's pronounced shit. Because white supremacy is bear shit. It's bear shit. And by bear shit, they do mean bullshit, because, you are an asset, you are an asset, okay, because I needed some jokers. Fools are not jokers. Jokers are an American invention. Joker, let's see. Gosh, I hope you're not a weirdo. Do I know you?
Hello?
Hi. Hi,
Hi.
Luke.
Hello. How's your day going?
Do I know you? Oh, it's
No,
going really well. Thank you.
no, you
Okay, we
don't know
haven't
me.
met. I didn't think you looked familiar to me. Okay. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm just in school.
Yeah, cool deal. What do you study? What do you study? Oh, is he gone? Okay. Well, oh, bear shit. Okay, so this is our spread so far. And this is just the first 6 letters, right? B, R, A, W, Y, T. Or Beit, Resh, Aleph, Shin, or Sin, Yod, Tau. Okay, flip the camera again, please. How do we do this? Flip camera. Okay, yeah, that's on me. Well, they need to make that a little bit more convenient for me. Okay, because now this is all going to fall. All right. Oh, maybe I should get like a velvet covered thing so I can like hold it up. That might be nice. Well, anyway. Did you see that beautiful symmetry in there? Oh, I could take a picture. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could take a picture and do that. All right, well, next time. So we have this beautiful symmetry between the magician and the Hierophant. I mean, just, you know, colors, hand positions. In a sense, meaning, right? Because this is very esoteric mastery and this is ritual mastery. That's the A and the T, which is the T, the Tau, that is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. That's from A to Z. That's 1 to 22. That's all of them. In the middle position, Resh and Yod, the last judgment and karma, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, again, with the symmetry. Look, you have 2 crosses there. 4 creatures. 4 creatures. Similar colors again, with the golden hair and the golden. And then to start, the bait and the shin. 2 ladies, the divine feminine, divine law. Both within the characters, we find suns emerging. Just looking at these 6 cards, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like every story of the Bible. This is it. You know, your first 2, looking at just the first 2 characters, Beit and Resh. We know this is the divine feminine. So it's a woman. On the same row, we have a sun. And that means sun. B plus R, BR, is the Hebrew root word for sun. Resh has 2 meanings though. It can mean the ancient, I was trying to draw the ancient character. If you know Hebrew, you're probably laughing, going, haha, that looks nothing like it. Well, yeah, I know. So the ancient Resh character kind of looks like Kermit the Frog with a doctoral cap on, because he is a rich, learned man. The new character looks like R, which they say the meaning is a hunched over, poor, wretched man. So it has a different definition. It has 2 definitions. The Resh has 2 meanings. One's wretched, one's advanced. As the 20th letter, 2, 0, 0 represents the fool. It's backwards here. So 1 is female, 0 is the circumcised male, and 2 is the whole male. Oh, that's awesome, Jay. I love cocaine. All right. Let's see if we can find a fool in here. Let's see if we can find a fool in here. There's Jay. There he is. There's the fool. Okay, so we'll use that. Thank you, Jay, for being here. Appreciate it. So 2, 0. 2 meaning, of course, it can the number 2. So I have 2 men, but also 2, 0. 1 is a circumcised male, which I just mean circumcised. It's allow me to apologize right now on behalf of all women, on behalf of all mothers, for circumcision. It is wrong. It is cruel. It is evil. It's a horrible practice. I so wish that I could take it back. That is one thing, Lord, that you do not have to repay 100-fold. Just 100% would be perfect. Thank you. And 2 jacks. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you. So, by circumcised male, let's get out the card. The Fool. The Fool. The number 0. The Apprentice and the Master. Hi, Rolly Boy. Okay, so now we know the tarot is the Fool's Journey. And the Sun leaves the bait, leaves the divine feminine. The divine law, excuse me, the divine law. Divine law is feminine, but this is the divine feminine. These are 2 different aspects. So the unsupporting cast. The unsupporting cast on this Fool's Journey. It should be this easy. He just studies. He works out. He minds his diet. He knows what he's doing. I need to get some tape up here. He's a master. He's a master alchemist. But there are enemies out there. It's not that easy. First off, who the fuck circumcised him? You know, so there's that. Secondly, I think he feels like he needs a job, right? He wants a job. And he's not paying attention. He doesn't know where he's going. Crossroads. So he's at the crossroads. Where are the crossroads? He's at the crossroads. You know, the last he makes it to the last letter of the word. On this day God rested and the Fool got here. Because the world was created in 6 days, right? So 6 letters. 6 letters in. God's rested. And the Fool comes to the crossroads. Now, which way shall he go? What shall he do? Okay, so you know the the crossroads. Meet the devil at the crossroads at midnight. Take your tool with you, and he will sharpen it. And it will make you lots of money and give you lots of wisdom. Hi, Avatar Isaac. Thank you so much. Scam. Absolutely. Absolutely. As we learned from Mystifully, Mr. Fluffy, take what you want, but pay the price. Fool has a hellhound on his tail from then on out. That's exactly what happened to Dr. Faust. That's his story. Faust was a real guy, by the way. What will I do when they shut down TikTok? What will I do? I don't know. This. I will study the word. I will share it with whoever wants to listen. I will continue to offer tarot readings, but not like this. Sorry, it's your chakras. I'm writing a book. I've got this all in here. Yeah, so what? It's not on here. The internet is the devil's playground. I'm just preaching to the choir. I appreciate the comments and the likes and the little crowns and all of that stuff, but you will too. Look at you. You're not even here now. You're just a little faceless, mean bully. Pathetic. How sad. How sad. So these two ladies, like Wonder Woman. They're like Wonder Woman, right? In fact, look at it. This is called the Fertile Mother because 6 people are smart enough to have found me. This card is the Fertile Mother, and she holds the sign of Venus. Eve is the mother of all the living. Eve and Venus go together. And when you even out the V's, you get a double V. Double V. A Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman is Princess Diana, and she comes from the tribe of the Amazons. Diana is the goddess of the moon. Okay? Sometimes known as Trivia, sometimes known as Hecate, sometimes known as Proserpina. Oh, poor Paul, he's so angry. Trivia, or Diana. Diana is known as Diana of the Crossroads because she watches over the crossroads. Her Hecate haunts crossroads. Trivia comes from the name of trivia. So which way are you going to go? It's trivia. In ancient Sumeria, the moon was known as Sin, and the daughter of the moon is Absin, who we know as Virgo. Virgo is Venus, who is Eve, who is the Empress, who was created in the 2nd chapter of Genesis because she's on the 2nd row. And the moon is watching over her. So we put the moon on the outside. That there. Now we have a moon card for the moon. So we're going to cover that with this. Okay. Poor Paul. I hope he gets over himself. It's hard to have a good life when you're that bitter. So the moon. And the moon is the father of Venus. So we're going to put this here. Indy! Hi! You want to jump on? So we put the moon on the outside because it's on the outside. It's not part of the word. And we know it's not part of the word because in the beginning, everybody always says, like, where did the sun and the moon come from? How did we see when there wasn't there? It wasn't there, but it's on the outside. It's on the outside. I think they use tarot cards to write the Bible, to be honest with you. Hey, I am introducing the unsupporting cast of the word Bereshit, like how I got to all of these extra characters and whatnot. Because I don't know, it's at the point where every episode kind of builds up on the other one because that's how I'm learning it. You know, it just comes as it comes. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is crazy. Yeah, it's such a fun little puzzle that I'm doing. It's a puzzle. It's a fucking puzzle, Indy. It's just a magic square. It's thank you. Appreciate that. It's a magic square. And they done changed it. My look says reserved, but the tattoo betrays the wild one. Yeah, I guess so. You should also know, like, from this wave of destruction that I've thrown out. So it's a magic square, a 3x3 magic square. But with mistakes from various different sources. However, I told myself if God is perfect and God is perfect and makes no mistakes, then the answer is in here. And every day I feel like I get a little closer. I'm like, wait, this is just like craziness, right? And I have to share this all live. We have to do this all together because you know, I'm starting to think, yeah, 3 is a magic number. What is that lost word that the Templars are always looking for? What is that lost word that everybody wants? Could it be the correct spelling and pronunciation of the first word of the Bible, Bereshit? Could that be the word that we're looking for? Because Bereshit is bullshit. It's bear shit. They are fucking with us. You know that they're fucking with us. Yeah, the name of God. Do you know how, I didn't even know how many names of God are hidden inside this. This is a name of God, and this is a name of God, and this is a name of God. They find them everywhere. There's a 72-letter name of God. There's this name of God. There's that name of God. Well, is God answering any of them? Doesn't look like it to me. And also, I've had this theory for a minute about Solomon trapped God in the box, right? And this is a box. This is the magic box, one by one. Putting the name in the cut of his leg. That is so weird. That Talmud story. Ugh. And it doesn't make any sense. Oh no, I guess it does make sense. Oh, so then that would be why they stabbed him in the side, so that the centurions could get the name out of him. It doesn't make any sense though. That's a weird story. That's like Jesus hooking up with Mary Magdalene. Like, I could see why people would think that, but hold on. Ouch. Come on. But literally, the Bible tells us that the gods came down here and hooked up with human women, and it tells us that Jesus didn't. But we still won't believe we'd rather believe that the Merovingians descended from Jesus when the Merovingian story is they descended from a sea god. Yeah, everybody says they believe the Bible, but they don't. They don't. Yeah, human is misleading. And human, person, people, public, private, all of those things. I've been researching them for a minute and still can't define any of those words for myself. Shit. I know they have us in this like galactic slave ship. I need to keep checking the time. I have to be off at 9:45, so I've got like 20 more minutes. After we laid down that moon card on the outside because of the relationship with Venus, who is our Eve, which is where we get the mitochondrial DNA, and so which is why we have cosmic enemies that have been after us forever. And I'm sorry, but Christian or not, you must realize that what the fuck are you doing here? What are any of us doing here? The whole reason, like, I know Paul was being insulting. What are you gonna do when they close off TikTok? Bitch, when they close off TikTok, I'm gonna go back to living my fucking life just like I'm doing now. Because we're already slaves, you know that. You're slaves, you're like this galactic slave. So I'm gonna keep like searching in this word and get as deep as I can down to the microcosm of the letter and what does this angle mean and what does that line mean, just like the fucking rabbis do, until I find my way into heaven and get out of this fucking slave ship. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I suggest you do the same, but you might also want to study the law and find the kingdom of heaven here on earth. The treasury of law, that's available to you as well. And they might even be the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. It absolutely is an Egyptian story. Absolutely. Moses was Egyptian. He was raised Egyptian. He learned Egyptian. And then he came out and he said, "This is a T, y'all. It's it's the last letter of the alphabet. Not to the Greeks, not to the Latins, not to anybody else, but to the Hebrews it is because Moses said so." We don't yet know what the alphabet is. We don't. We don't. The fact that these tarot cards still line up, which I think in a way they do, but they don't, like some things should be changed. Really, here in this position, I don't want to see the Hierophant. I want a savior. This is not a savior. You unfortunately we have to save ourselves. Yeah, they stole all the magic. They keep trying to steal magic. That's what they're doing. They keep trying to steal magic and still uh you don't need a book to do the magic. Miracles and mastery are your birthright. It's literally on the top row. And the thing that I love about this top row is I have not been able to find any other things inside of it. Like the moon. And I'm going to show you in a second how I found the devil and death out here also. And to be honest, it was my mistake at the beginning that put the Hierophant at this Tau position, but it would have been a power vacuum and he sucked himself up into it. Like Prince John and King Richard. Robin Hood and Little John were walking through the forest. And Prince John was always sucking his thumb and nobody liked him, but he was the monarch because King Richard was away. The one with the shield and the red cross. This one. This is the Last Judgment card. It's the 20th card of the tarot and the second letter of the Bible. Its true name should be the Atonement. Its true name should be the Atonement. How about that? Jesus didn't have to die for your sins. They murdered him. Jesus was human to show you that mastery was possible. You could master the inner and the outer world. Instead, you don't understand, you don't outerstand, but you understand. You understand, but somehow this guy has got control of all of this. Yeah, for real. Here, you want to check something out? Listen, check this out. So our two characters, as we break row, but we break row, these letters are written all together. So we have the magician, the aleph, and then the next letter is the shin. And shin can also be pronounced sin because through one person, sin entered the world. Sin, which again is the name of the moon god. So mitochondrial DNA, through one person, sin entered the world. All the sons. Well, they're daughters, but all the sons. Okay. All the children. Let's say children. I'm looking for my visual aids. Let me find an aleph here. Here we go. Okay. So the magician aleph, and then the empress shin. These are characters 3 and 4 of the Bible, and 1 and 3 in the cards. Okay, if that makes sense. 1, 3. 1, 3 is 13. And that is death. Now, death, you may say, is a natural, normal part of life. But again, Indy, like the Red Cross, look at that. A.E. White calls that the mystic rose. That is not the mystic rose. That is the Tudor rose. That is the Tudor rose used by Henry VII. He was the first Tudor king that united the houses of Lancaster, and York. That's the Tudor rose. And also, this is not death of revelation because the horse doesn't match, and is not death itself because death rides a dead horse. But it does affect everyone. It affects rich and poor, young and old, male, female. Anybody who's outside the city. Can we see you see the towers right here? Anyone who's outside the city. Anyone who's outside the city. And the only way in between the towers is through divine law. I feel like this guy, why is he helping kill people? Why is he flying a government flag and not helping people get into the city? Why are they begging him for help and death is all around him and he's not there helping? Why is he not there helping? "13th at the table." He was the first one that I found, actually. So he obviously is chasing down the children of Eve to destroy them. That is his mission. Because he's not here to help. I don't see him helping. I don't see how he's helping. Now, another thing that we can look at is the zodiac, because the Aleph represents this is the ancient character for Aleph, and they called this one an ox, kind of a stylized longhorn here. So this was an ox or a Taurus. The Empress has the shield of Venus, so a Virgo. Taurus plus Virgo, astrologically, right? The sign of Venus, the sign of Taurus, put them together, and you have Mercury. Mercury, the divine trickster. Maybe it's Mercury riding the horse. Mercury, aka Hermes, which, by the way, another name for the Hierophant, aka Loki, aka Pan, and they can even, I think Callie also might be a Loki figure, because remember, Loki impersonated even Odin. Loki has no problem impersonating the gods. Loki transformed into a horse. Mercury transformed into a horse. Mercury was the favorite sidekick of Zeus or Jupiter when he'd come down to Earth to hang out with humans. Mercury is interesting. But we can also take this and go like 3D with it. So in addition to Mercury, let's take the sounds now of this letter. I've already lost it. Sh. 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 Eva. Shiva is also hiding in here. Shiva. And Shiva has a famous weapon called the Trishula. The Trishula is a trident, which they say the shin represents. The Trishula of Shiva. At one time, the last thing that Shiva was created. He was self-created. He was self-created with his trident at the beginning. And he pledged his trident to Virgo. Well, he pledged it to Durga. But if you do any Sanskrit to Scandinavian translations, you change the V to the D to a V, and vowels are suggestions. Vowels are just suggestions. So Durga is Virgo, and Shiva pledged his trident to Durga, who is Eve. I hope that makes sense. Like Loki, like Mercury, the gods have different names depending on different things, different places, right? Like, do you have a biofilm or an aura or an energy field, or is it your prana, or is it your chi? These things just have different names. It's like, what layer of the onion have you peeled back? I'm gonna move 37, motherfucker. Woo! Wait till 78. Tell me if you get that reference. Holy shit. It's all magic. It's all magic. So we have Shiva out here. Oh, another one that is created from the same Mercury, right? From the same two characters. The Aleph, the bull with wings. These can sometimes be wings. Gives us a Baphomet character. an animal body with wings. Oh, you're gonna have to send me that in a message. Wait, I have my pen here. I have my pen here, but I don't have a notebook. T A L A I N T S. Okay. I wrote it down, but it's more place. Okay, so this is again our same two characters, the Taurus and the Shin. Oh man, I need to take a road trip. That sounds amazing. So we put him out here too, and I feel like the trident of Shiva is going to take care of this. Let's do it! Oh, let's do it! Let's do it. As soon as my truck gets out of the shop. Let's offline about it. That'll be fun. That will be fun. What other creatures did we put in here? Okay, there was another one that we threw down in here, and that was... Oh, there's a couple more, actually. Okay, I still have time. So the Empress we had put in her position because of the letter Shin, which has a numerical value of 300. But it's the 21st letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So in that instance, it is the 21st card. Nice, right on. Love it. As the 21st card, we could still do all the fun little numerology tricks that we were doing yesterday with the Fool, because we have XX, which represents the two things in a set. Also, we can see where sin entered the world through one person. The world, they say, is the crown of the Magi, but I don't know why he wouldn't want to marry his empress. So there's a lot of reasons that we could also put the world here. And then the meaning starts to get obscured. The meaning of the word starts to get obscured because we have these things going on the outside. And Eve has been hidden inside the world. And, you know, the Fool is just in La La Land. Can't decide which way to go. Let me find the next card. Okay, so now that we're in the duality, the moon has an opposite. We've already laid the moon down over Diana, and his opposite is the sun. Now, the sun cannot be the son of Eve because the moon is her father. So we know from Greek mythology, Apollo and Artemis are twins. That's the sun and the moon. So here is little baby Apollo. Look, with a horse even. So we have more mercurial imagery in this card. And he's here just to light up the world. He's just going to light up the world. So that is how our emperor got out of the way. Because even though he rules the world, so even though the world is laid there, his empress is underneath. And this little baby, from whence did this baby come? Right? He's not going to let this little baby suckle on his old lady's titty. So the emperor is away. He's at war. You see he's still wearing his armor. And he covers that. And so that is what our board looks like at the end of the first 6 letters. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way and show you the final. All right, you ready? Here we go. Let me flip the camera around. Flip camera. Okay. So that is what the spread ended up looking like. We started with these first 6 letters. And then we saw how these additional deities came into the picture. And also, we kind of saw a bit of the power vacuum that started to suck him up. All right, I do go deeper into the meaning of all of these cards and everything on the other stuff, on the other videos. They're saved in a playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I would so appreciate it. And I'm going to get to work now. Peace out. Thank you.